Hey everyone, how y'all doing tonight? I know that we are going to continue going over our 10-part series, but tonight I was kind of up to it a little bit. I wanted to bring you some information in kind of like in between before we continue with the rest of the series and complete it 6 through 10. This is something that I've already had up, and I wanted to just share this with you, and it's gonna all play into what the rest of the series will be like, but I wanted to kind of give you something to kind of go along with what we've been talking about to make them to help your business be profitable in 30 days. So this information here is about how to start a profitable business, and I'm just kind of recapping some things that I've already gone over too, and I always talk to you guys about the structure, but these are some of the things that you must keep in mind, because I do believe that the opportunity is out here for you today like no other before, and if you are prepared, you will be available for grant money. With this information that I'm giving you now, you will be available, you will qualify for loans. More so, you will qualify for grants and qualify to do contracts with B2B businesses. And if you get yourself prepared in this area, you will definitely be profitable. Sorry. And I do want to get this out. So that's why I'm not starting the series, as you guys can see, starting it back, because I'm still a little, just not 100%, but I want to share this with you. So hopefully I can keep my strength up until I can finish this, okay? Alrighty. Now, first things first is we're going to go in and talk about some things that is very important to you. I won't get into them, but you know that they're important, and I've talked about these before. Credit reporting. The first thing you want to do along the way is make sure that your credit, you know what your credit score is. Get your credit pulled from all 3 credit bureaus. And if you have anything to dispute, get that credit together. I have a course. It should be somewhere in one of my, if you click the link in my bio, you'll find that information. It's free information that I give you on the steps to just start getting yourself prepared and getting yourself ready to get your business, get your credit together. That's your personal credit. So where you can be able to one day do your business credit as well. Your personal credit is going to need to be cleaned up, improved, or whatever you need to do, and just tweaked, and so where you can be prepared for any opportunity that's going to come in the future for you. Now, another thing is to have a to-do list. A to-do list is going to be helpful in a way. It's going to keep you on track. It's going to keep you, you're flowing, so where you can be more focused on things that you need to focus on. Okay, now, of course, this is just a major thing that we need. The EIN number. The EIN number is a very important number. Is when you start hiring employees, and even if you hire yourself in your business, your EIN number is going to be that number for your IRS when you pay taxes and things like that. You can't avoid this. You can't avoid an EIN number. And then when you're opening up a business bank account, when you're doing business on when you're doing business, your financial transactions on a business level, and then if you are accepted for a government contract and things like that, you have to have this number. So it's best to start out right and get all of these things that you need for your business and prepare yourself so where you can be ready to just soar in your business, and when opportunities come, you will have all this information that you need. And your Duns and Bradstreet number is a free 9-digit it's a business identification number. And you used to be able to use this when you're doing government contracting, but now they have their own system and they have their own way, and they assign you a cage number if you're doing government contract. Now, you used to be able to use a DUNS number for that, but they've changed it. I think it was last year or year before last. They changed the process and how they do that now. So they've changed that. in that manner. Now, your DUNS number, it's going to also build your business credit. It's going to also be that number that's going to be able to tell, other, particular trade lines or other companies that can give you access to credit. It's going to be able to tell them, it's going to keep you. It's just like your credit score on your personal credit. It's going to be able to monitor and tell them what's your business credit score is going to be. So that is how you keep up with that. Okay. Now, in most of our counties here, if you have a business, you're definitely going to need to get a business license within that city. So that way that you can do business in that particular city that you're in, and there's all kind of good perks about that too. And you don't want to be, in case something happens, like, we end up having a pandemic, something happened that they have funds for you with your county, then you can be, you'll be able to have the information that you need in order to be able to qualify for that, because they're going to have some checks and balances and some things that they require you to have in order for you to be able to tap into some of this economic development within your local areas. Okay. Now the business entities here that I want to generally just kind of tell you that's out there, and most of us do the LLC, but you have the sole proprietorship, which you have no benefits. It's just like you have no protection when you have a business like this set up. The general partnership. A general partnership is going to be basically another form of business that most people don't use nowadays, but you can get there's some kind of insurance so where you can just generalize and generally practice a business, but you don't have any protection really. And what I mean by protection is your personal assets won't really be protected. You have your C Corp, you have a limited partnership, you have your LLC, then you have your S Corp. Now all your C Corp, S Corp, limited liability corporations and limited partnership, you have to speak with your attorney or an accountant to kind of tell you what's best and how you want to structure it and how you would like to benefit from having your business set up. Because a lot of times different states require different things, and different, they require you having your agreement set up. Sometimes you have to have your standard of operating procedures set up too, and then you have to have sometimes a business agreement, and you have to have certain things set up, and different states require different things. Virtual office is good to have. Now, if you don't have a brick and mortar, and if you don't have a physical, office or whatever, or workspace place, or just renting a small office or something like that outside of your home, it can be very beneficial for you. And in a virtual office, you can pretty much get those. They have some out here that, just be careful and find out whether the addresses are going to be a great legitimate thing for you to do. And I would advise you to just kind of weigh your options in that too. And a post office box is optional here, but a P.O. box, you probably may want to have certain things coming in your P.O. box, but using this as an part of where's your business address, that won't work. Okay, just have a P.O. box if you want certain things to come in your P.O. box, like your sometimes certain official documents that you may want to have coming there. That would be beneficial, but do not have, it won't work if you're thinking that I'm going to use a P.O. box and set my business up. That is not how that's going to fly, okay? Alrighty. And if you have a brick and mortar, a lease agreement would definitely be, I would advise you to get somebody to look over it and look over it yourself to make sure that you are in agreement with these lease term and agreements. And if, like, say for instance, if you're trying to use it for something that the lease agreement goes against, and you do it, you will be in trouble. So don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Make sure that you know what are your legal rights in everything that you do when it comes down to signing a lease agreement. And then also, let's not forget to have a business bank account after you've gotten your LLC, and it's good to even have your DUNS number established, and also your entity or whatever entity you're going to have. It's best to go ahead and set up your bank account with the banks that you want to be able to do business with. And a lot of times some people say it's good to have, the more money you set your business bank account up with, the better off. Think some people say maybe $1,500 to $5,000. If you don't have that much, then that's understandable. Just do what you can. But sometimes, and then when you are in a better position and you're making a little bit money, you can kind of set up another business bank account at another bank. But if you can't set up, and each bank requires a different amount to set up a business, to establish a business bank account. There are some banks require you to set up $100. Some maybe, $250 and $500, but it just all depends on the bank. So check with banks and see, and just decide on which best ones, and know their terms and how much you need to get in there to keep the money flowing and things like that. And then also make sure that you are you kind of know the different kind of accounts, and they'll talk to you about them in the banks as well. So, and also let's talk about websiting here. This is kind of like optional in some sense, because you don't need a website to do great business. You really don't. You need a landing page, a shopping cart, and a payment processor. And also you need to be able to create content for your business so where people can know you exist. Okay. And so they know in what area and what you do to help them. So that's what I would advise you to do. And then if you need a website, and if you think you must have a website, then by all means make sure that you set it up user friendly, so where you can have, you don't have people going all over the place trying to navigate your website and lose them as potential customers. And then also, these are some things that I'm getting ready to do on mine. I'm going to house more, like little documents that, you guys can kind of like, well, I think I pretty much have them like that already, but I still want to be able to give you access to more things that can kind of help you along the way to get to your goals and, in your plans. So that's just something about the website. Now, in products, and if you are that one that's going to be selling products, make sure that you know what the raw material, or if you building, whatever it's going to cost, like what it's going to cost you to ship a product, and what it's going to cost you, if you have to create the product, what the raw material is going to cost you, so where you can price your products accordingly and sell them so where you can break even and make a profit. Okay, so don't just come up out of thin air with what your prices in your products. If you have to make this product from scratch, what everything is going to cost for you to make one unit of that product, and it's a lot goes into that. So it's just not only the raw materials, it's the the labor and man hours and shipping and all the things and the packaging and everything like that of what it's going to cost you. So that way you will be setting yourself up for success, not failure. Don't follow what everybody else is doing. You know what it's going to cost you to run your business. Okay. And now, in like services, let's say for instance, you want to establish ways that you're going to serve your clients and your customers that you are going to potentially market to. Have a strategy, have a plan for that. Don't wait and start doing business and then trying to figure it out. This is why it's important for you to do a business plan, so where you can have all of this information all sorted out for yourself. Okay. And then also let's talk about equipment of what you're going to need for your business. Whatever business you're in, you're basically going to need some form of administrative something. You're going to need a laptop. You're going to need pen, pencils, paper. You're going to need a a cell phone or, whatever, a clipboard, scissors, things that you're going to need in order for you to run your business smoothly day to day. You want to make sure that you do that. That's what you're going to make sure of, okay? So anyway, yeah, that's what you have to make sure of. So now, also, next thing is vendors. Your vendors will be, if you need them, your vendors will be a definitely important part of how you maneuver and what you do. Because your vendors are going to be the lifeblood to help you get that product and get the so you can have your end product ready for your customers and whatever it is. However, if it's weave extensions, if it's t-shirts, or if you're selling any kind of products, establish working with some vendors, okay, some great vendors, and that kind of thing. So make sure that happens for you. All righty, now suppliers. Now, suppliers, excuse me, and vendors kind of go, they kind of go hand in hand a little bit here. And with your suppliers, there's certain things that you're gonna, look at and use suppliers for. So you got to know what that's going to cost you, so where you can be able to set your own prices and everything, so where you can have your so where you can have yourself together to get out here and be a part of the commerce and serve clients and serve your customers out here in this world. Alrighty, now also it wouldn't be bad to have this, at least in the future, thinking about this right here, a team of employees, subcontractors, and probably someone to help you establish your team, for as helping you to hiring more people and have some sort of HR management. Because if you have employees and even subcontractors, you want to know, the legal tax ramification for all of this, and, get that advice from or hiring a company or something like that to have on your team for as you getting this business up and running and being able to scale it. So always keep a team in the back of your mind. And also, I would not fail to have my resume together. And the reason why I say that, because a lot of times what I'm finding out when I am working with my clients during their contracts, grant contracts and things like that, a resume is needed. So that's a part of the process. So just kind of get your job history and your work history or whatever. Get that all in a coherent fashion. And then, also you may want to put your resume as one of your supporting documents of what's your qualifications even if it's a loan that you're trying to receive funding for, or venture capital funds that you may be getting, or any kind of loan that you might be getting. You want to have this for you. Although you're going to be an entrepreneur, I'm sure that some of you have worked somewhere in your life before. Okay? All right. So remember that. And then also preparing for the loan application. Everything I just kind of went over with you, it will be, if you check off those lists and everything that I mentioned to you earlier, you will be very, almost, I'm sure, pre-qualified and qualified to be able to get a yes and approval on a loan application. Because remember when I first started out with you, I mentioned to you about getting your credit together. And so that's one of the main things that you definitely need to have together is your credit, once you're out here getting funding. So, but anyway, at that rate, that's pretty much it about that. And then the marketing plan. Your marketing plan is going to help other people see your vision and see how you're going to make money for this. And then your marketing plan will tell you how much money you're going to need to in order to be able to get the word out there about whether it's your promotion, it's going to be the plan that you're embarking on, how you're going to approach it, how many campaigns you're going to do, when you're going to campaign, and things like that. So a marketing plan is going to help you to be crystal clear on a lot of things. And then also having an email campaign. Having an email campaign also a part of your awareness and getting the word out there, and then having repeated customers and speaking to your people about what you have to offer them. So it's not going to be hard for you. It's just going to be, you got to be consistent, and you got to do, you got to prepare and do the work. And we've already gone over website once already. Now, I mentioned to you earlier about a payment processor. A payment processor, making sure that you have that so where you can be able to collect the fund, collect the money for your services. You gotta make it easy for people to pay you. You can't be sending them all over the world. So what you will need to do is have a link that whatever you're promoting, whatever you're selling, you need to, so where they can go and make sure that they are going to be able to pay you with actually when they go through your shopping cart, then your payment process is going to be, it's going to collect the funds. Okay. Alrighty. And then your accounting software is going to be very advantageous to you to help you to keep up with the money that's coming in, and how everything is going to need to be broken down. And that way you stay on the straight and narrow with the IRS and making sure that you are in compliance. Nothing is going to stop your business from flowing. So these are why you need to make sure that you do these things. Okay, now social media. We all know that you need to have a presence somewhere, and most of you probably already do, but you want to make sure that you have a professional presence set up, because just like even if you have a personal Facebook page, you need a business Facebook page. You need to be able to set your profile with Instagram as a business format. LinkedIn, be a part of that. At least have if you're a CEO, have your staff, have your professional establishment there. You never know. You can meet B2B businesses there, businesses that you can do business with. You never know where you're going to, need to keep yourself professional. And then also have your YouTube channels, because sometimes you may want to, if you don't personally want to get on there and do a business video, yourself, you may want to just have it to put content out there, some information. We have TikTok, we have Twitter, we have a few. I said Instagram. Yeah, Instagram too as well is going to be a part of social media platforms. You have Pinterest, you have so many, there's a few other ones out here, setting up for your different your different, getting ready for your different Zooms, and having Clubhouse, and just all those things that you need to just put your presence there, and so where you can see what's going on with, people can know that you exist. Okay. Alrighty. And then also having, I think a lot of people think that business cards and brochures are outdated. They really are not to me, because some people, I would just have at least a handful of these professionally done, because you never know when you are out doing a workshop or something like that. You may want to keep, give them keep your business in front of them and let them know what you do. And people read in different kind of styles and forms. Everybody is not on there using their phone as the only means of communication and things like that. That's not the only thing that that's not the only thing in the only way. Okay, already. So, and also with that being said too, having your about having your financial reporting of your business is going to be important in case you may see where the other decisions in your business may need to be made. You may need to know more specific on where you are because you need to boost up some kind of marketing campaign, or you need to, send out some emails and let people know, or you maybe need to come up with a campaign so where you can have, that additional excuse me, that additional revenue coming in, okay? And then making sure that you having, along with your balance sheet, your income statement and your cash flow statement. This is the lifeline of your business. So knowing what these things are saying and knowing how to read them, this is what I get. This is as I'm working with clients and as they're increasing in their business, and we kind of go over things about your balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow statement. So knowing what each one of these mean is very important, and I don't see why, if you don't do any of these things, I don't see why you couldn't be successful in your business, and you will be, because you will be on the pulse of what's going on in your business. And this is another team player that you need to have on your team. You need to have an attorney somewhere, retainer, call, or at least have had an interview a few to see will they fit and help, so where they can be able to help you and assist you if you need any assistance in your business. And also a CPA, certified public accountant. You definitely going to need someone to help you keep them books up, because you're going to be making money. You're not going to be out here hustling with it. You're going to be making profits, and you're going to grow that business. And then also knowing what kind of insurances that you would need. You may need some bonding, especially if you're going to do some government contracting, and then you may do other kind of businesses that requires a little, maybe bonding for your employees and things like that. So you definitely also want to get ready, make sure that you have some business insurance too as well, so where you can be protected in the long run. And also make sure that you establish a relationship with a banker. Having yourself establishing your relationship with a banker is very advantageous for you, and then they can help you grow your business as well. And then they'll know some of the needs that you are looking for, or you may be searching for, to help you along the way. So I would advise you to keep one of those and establish, just find one that you like to help you out. Okay. Now, and with all this being said and all this information that we went on, these are some of the things that I help my clients with in their business plans and help them in things like that. So once we finish the series 6 through 10, you will definitely have a lot more information about how to grow and make a profit in your business. But if you want to stay connected with me, text Push the Dream to 833-247-6465. And also you can contact me at always contact me at pushthedream.com. And then also let me go back. Hold on, you guys. Bam. Let's go back to the end. You can, okay, here it is. You can always, I'm at Instagram, it's Biz Strategist Sandy. Facebook is Biz Strategist Sandy. LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube is Biz Strategist Sandy. And in TikTok, I'm on there as Biz Strategist Sandy 7, Biz Strategist Sandy 7. In LinkedIn, I'm on everywhere in Biz Strategist Sandy. And I'm also on a lot of my other platforms under Push the Dream too. So you may run across both of those. So I just have one sometimes in case one get hacked. I just want to make sure. So either way, Push the Dream or Biz Strategist Sandy. But mostly I like for you to stay connected with me when it comes down to the business. The coaching and the consulting that I do under Biz Strategist Sandy and Push the Dream, we have more things that we can do with other businesses as well, networking, and we'll eventually do some more conferences and workshops and things like that. So, but anyway, I'm glad I stopped coughing so I can finish this for you guys. So anyway, at any rate, if you need to be a part, connect to text Push the Dream to 833-247-6465 and stay connected. And then also I'll also have free resources that is available to you. Just click the link in my bio and explore and see how some of the information that can help you. And then also you can purchase a course to get your to get more information. Okay, all right, and stay connected now. And then also we'll be going over 6 through 10, so I just wanted to just kind of give you some more just talk about some more things to keep your mind sharp and fresh in exactly what this business thing is all about. Okay, alrighty. So what I just gave you won't cost you anything, and it just cost you your thought process and your time to make some of those things happen and do those things that I mentioned to you, so where you can put yourself in a position to get contracts and grants and doing great things out here in the world with your business ideas. Okay, all right, and I'll see you guys when we finish the series. Alrighty, talk to y'all later. Bye.